It's your favorite Empress. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ladanya, but over here they call me Empress Moxie, and I have some exciting gems for you all. But before we get into it, I wanted to announce some changes I've made on my overall channel pertaining to the branding of the Pum Pum Talks series. For those who are new here, Pum Pum is a Jamaican term that means vagina. I coined the Pum Pum Talks term for this part of my channel to emphasize that the things that I would talk about during these chick chats were all about women. It was for women because I was getting a lot of questions regarding feminine hygiene and self-care, and we don't want to have filters on it because we don't want women to feel afraid of these terms. That is why I was being outright and vulgar with the term pum pum talks. But since I'm in my little hermit mode, I've been coming up with lots of new ideas on how to make content and be more creative and seamless all across the channel. I decided to change Pum Pum Talks to Empress Talks. That has a lot to do with the name of my channel, Empress Moxie. I'm Empress Moxie, and as an Empress, I am a woman who has very high standards. I am somebody who shows up highly for myself. For the term Moxie, that means a force of determination. I'm someone who's super driven. It doesn't matter how many times I've failed in my life, faced trauma, faced pain, faced whatever. I've always gotten back up and got back to the top. It's just something that I've seen in myself, and I decided to give myself that trophy, calling myself Moxie. So now that we have that preface, Pum Pum Talks is now Empress Talks, and whenever I do vlogs, my vlogs will now be called Empress Diaries because it will be like I'm putting a new entry into my diary with these vlogs. I'll also be making a post on the community tab on the YouTube application, so look out for updates there as well. So today we're talking all about being bikini ready. As a Cancer and a Jamaican woman, summer is my favorite season of the year, period, point blank. No other season of the year matters except spring because it means summer's coming up. Duh. We're gonna start off with hygiene because that comes first, honey. Before we can look bikini ready, we have to get bikini ready and clean it up. It's super important for us as women to prioritize hygiene all across the board, all throughout every season of the year. But let's talk about the importance of it specifically for the season of summer. Summertime, the temperatures are rising, it's hotter outside. We are sweating in our folds and cracks and crevices. That's your neck, that's your armpit, under your breast, in your folds of your vagina, and on the corners of your bikini line, and in the crack of your booty. Okay? During the summer, these areas are going to sweat more, and wherever there's sweat, you're prone to having bacteria. And that is what we want to prevent. All right? So, to help you out, your showers, I would advise to increase the amount of times you shower, especially during the times when the temperature is hotter in the summer. If that's not possible, try to wash thoroughly the time that you do get the chance to shower in clean, fresh water. All right? Clean thoroughly, meaning washing the back of your ears, your armpit, your crevices, all of those areas, and use an unscented antibacterial soap. By now, if you're not new here, you should know my favorite unscented antibacterial soap is Dr. Bronner's. I usually recommend unscented soap because we don't want to throw off the vaginal pH down there. But the Dr. Bronner's is a perfect soap to wash and get rid of all the bacteria, the dirt and grime and buildup we have from being outside in the sun during the summertime. Alongside the antibacterial soaps, of course, you have your washcloth or your net sponge. My favorite is the African net sponge. I also have the Jamaican rags. I like to use those because those get the grime and sweat and everything off our skin. Whatever rag or product you prefer to use during your shower time, go ahead and use that alongside your unscented soap. Once you're finished showering, make sure that you're drying all of your crevices and cracks thoroughly. Dry it completely. Even if you have to stand and air dry a little bit, Make sure everything is dry before you put your underwear on, before you put those tight shorts or tight jeans on. We're gonna get to the clothing part of this hygiene area too, because that's super important. So make sure that you're drying your whole full body before you put clothing on after showering during the summer. Your deodorant. Don't forget your deodorant. Whichever deodorant works for you, I need you to use it twice as much. Have a travel deodorant with you. My favorite is the Dove 0%. I have a travel one for my purse and I have a full size one in my bathroom. Right out the shower, I spray it in after drying my underarms. As for your clothes that you're putting on, I know we're gonna be going out more and wearing less. I get it, it's hot outside. But make sure that whatever you're wearing is not hindering circulation, meaning the circulation of air. Make sure that your underwear is breathable, since that's the first layer you're putting on before you put on your jeans, shorts, or your skirt or whatever. And make sure that the clothing that you're putting on over your underwear is breathable as well, because especially, what's up with this cat? Hey! Stop your eyes! Especially when it comes to our pubic area. This is why the showering is important, the drying is important, and now the clothes and the tightness of it is important, because you want to avoid the buildup of bacteria. If you allow bacteria to build in these crevices and areas in your body, it will develop infections. Infections like yeast infection, bacterial vaginosis, so on and so forth. And we can avoid this by making sure that our shorts are breathable, making sure that our underwear, that we're wearing cotton more than we're wearing synthetic materials, because it's going to be an advantage to our health and wellness. And as much as we want to have fun in the sun, we should also maintain our wellness. All right? We've talked about getting clean. Now let's talk about getting hair free. You know, it's hot outside. We don't want to be bushy. Well, some of us don't. It's a preference. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, you have to be hairless. If you prefer to be hairless in the summer, I want to share some tips with you on how to maintain your hair removal routine to prevent ingrown hairs, discoloration, hyperpigmentation, and all of those menaces that come about whenever we're trying to just be a girl. We're literally just a girl. Like, why do these things just come up out of nowhere? I really don't know. It's really all about patience, taking your time. Whenever you're shaving, making sure that you're going gently in the direction that your hair is growing, if shaving is your preference. There are many preferences to hair removal, but I'm starting with shaving because this is one of the most affordable and common types. It's important to exfoliate. Exfoliate, exfoliate, exfoliate. That's the way that you prevent the ingrown hairs, and I would suggest exfoliating at least 2 days post shave. Don't exfoliate the minute that you shave. Exfoliate 2 to 3 days later and continue in a routine of exfoliating to prevent ingrown hairs, discoloration from the ingrown hairs becoming ingrown bumps, so on and so forth. Just make sure you're being gentle. Use your shaving cream or whatever conditioner you prefer to use on your skin whenever you're shaving the hair. Now, the next step up from shaving is, of course, waxing. And for all the hair removal types, exfoliation will matter a lot, because that's what prevents the new growth of hair from growing inside the skin instead of going out like it's naturally supposed to. So when you exfoliate, that's what you're preventing. You're stimulating the growth of hair in the outward direction, outside of your skin, instead of inside your skin. So exfoliation is what I would recommend for any type of hair removal that you're doing, whether it's shaving, waxing, and yes, even laser removal. They will recommend that you do exfoliate 2 to 3 days after your first laser appointment. Currently, I'm doing laser hair removal. Prior to laser hair removal, I was doing waxing. What I did to maintain my armpits and my girl down there, I use my exfoliator and my serums. I'll put some pop-ups of the names of them so you can see. And those were the things that I used to maintain and avoid having discoloration. Now, I was prone to ingrown hairs in my pubic region, which is why I needed to get out of the waxing routine. Do whichever method of hair removal you prefer or can afford. Just make sure that you're taking preventative steps and maintaining routines. All right? Now let's top this off by talking about some products to give you the glowiest, silkiest looking skin this summer. We all want to look, feel, and smell good. The Sol de Janeiro, simply because of the scent of their cream. I like to layer my products and oils during the summertime. I like to start off with my cream. For example, I would start out with the Sol de Janeiro, and I would finish up with some Vaseline oil or shea butter. This is gonna give me the perfect glisten and scent combination, and it will last all day. Of course, I apply my creams right out the shower when my skin is just a little bit damp, and by my skin I mean my legs and my arms, the areas that I will be lotioning that will be visible, okay? Remember what I said in the hygiene section, make sure you're drying your crevices and your cracks and folds. Those are not the areas that I'm leaving damp, all right? Just to clarify. If I'm being honest, another line that has me in the chokehold is the Vaseline Radiant X, especially because it aids in the removal of dark spots due to its niacinamide ingredients, which assists in evening our skin tone. So I love to use the Vaseline. I use this all throughout the fall and winter of 2023, and I'm excited to incorporate them in my summer skin glistening bikini ready routine. I love the Vaseline Radiant X lotion because of the even skin component that I mentioned, but also they have the oil mist to complement it, so you can layer it. You start off with the lotion and then you finish up with the oil mist, and I'm actually wearing that right now. That's why my skin looks so glistening. But if I was in a bikini, it would actually give Baywatch. That's the combo. Okay. Speaking of layering, once you've finished up with your lotion and your complimentary creams, I love a good summer perfume scent. Okay. My current favorite that I'm raving about has to be the Libre Perfume de Toilette. That is so funny. Every time I say that, I'm like, I hope I'm saying it right. But that's my current favorite scent, period. I wear it to work and business meetings alike. Wherever it's an occasion that I want to be remembered and taken seriously in a sense, because I usually just like my natural scent, but that's another topic. I love the Libre currently. Alongside the Libre, I also like Victoria's Secret's tease, just like it says in the name. It will tease just a little bit, just a little bit. I had a sample in summer of last year, and I went back in October to buy an actual bottle. I finished it last month, and I bought it again during my trip to DC. So that must say something. And I always get complimented when I wear the Victoria's Secret tees, specifically by men, but that's why it's called tees. Anyways, another scent that makes me smell so yummy, and it's in a combo with a cream. Sol de Janeiro number 40. Y'all, I sampled it during my trip to DC. My all-time favorite is obviously the caramel pistachio mix one, the orange bottle one. I forgot what number that is. I think it's 62. And I adored that one for the past year and a half. But number 40, oh yeah, that's my summer scent. I'm gonna layer that onto the Boom Boom Cream from Sol de Janeiro. Listen, y'all, I will be at every beach. I will be at every beach this summer. I'm claiming it. Can you believe I have to request PTO these days? Like, fine girl like me have to ask permission. Permission to fly. Permission to be free. It's not adding up, but it's okay. I will be at the beach. Trust me. corporate America will not stop this hottie summer, okay? Period. Because I will be bikini ready. The question is, will you? We've come to the end of this lovely summer themed video. Unfortunately, my mic died. I just wanted to say thank you for joining me. Leave any comments below on summer themed video ideas you have for me for the Empress Talks. I'm super excited for what's ahead. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up if you found this video helpful in any way, okay? Because your girl took her time with this one. And I will see y'all in another one. Bye.